Hello everyone. I just got out of soft quarantine, so it may take me a few days to get my social skills back to normal. And you know, I am pretty normal. So today I want to talk about drinking. I don't know if you guys know this, but I really like drinking. All kinds of drinking. Drinking alcohol, kombucha, coffee, tea, milk, human milk. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you haven't drunk human milk. I'm sure you've drunk human milk. A lot of human milk. I'm sure all of you have drunk human milk. So, this New Year's, I made a resolution to stop drinking alcohol for a while. And that's kind of tough, you know. It's not tough because I have such a strong urge to drink alcohol, but it's tough because when you tell people, okay, I'm not drinking, or I've stopped drinking for a while, people are like, does he have a drinking problem? And usually they don't say that, but if they do say that, and you're like, no, it's for my health, they'll be like, oh yeah, for your health. You just can't win, right? So, I made this resolution, but I have to admit, I have broken it a few times. I went down to Kunshan for the winter holiday, and I was staying with my wife's cousin, who I consider a brother-in-law, and he said, okay, it's New Year's, let's drink together. And how can you say no to that? So we were having dinner one day, and we were drinking alcohol, and I was thinking about this Japanese tradition that I'd heard about, which is that during a meal, you should not go to the bathroom, because then you make people think about toilets and bathroom stuff, which they don't want to think about while they're having dinner. So I'm drinking alcohol, I'm eating, but I also have to pee, and I'm thinking about this, and at the same time I'm kind of getting drunk. So then I wonder, well, maybe if I do this tradition, which is like about control, but at the same time I'm getting drunk, which is like losing control, they'll cancel each other out. It's like -1 times -1 equals 1.
Okay.
Or is it -1 plus -1 equals -2? I don't know. It's which operation is relevant there. Eventually, I just gave up and I went to pee. Came back, gave it up. So, I'm not addicted to alcohol. You guys know that, right? But I may be addicted to something else, which is coffee. So here's a conversation that I may or may not have had one time. So my friend says to me, Adam, you're addicted to coffee. I said, no, I'm not. He's like, really? Well, can you go a whole day without coffee? I'm like, sure, of course I can. He's like, great, do it tomorrow. I'm like, tomorrow? Well, maybe not tomorrow. He's like, so then I say, okay. I'll do it on Saturday. So then on Saturday, I go for the whole day without coffee, and I make it to the end of the day, and I happen to see him, and he goes, oh, did you go the whole day without coffee? I said, yes, I did, you see? He's like, great, okay, now do it again tomorrow. I'm like, what? I just went the whole day without coffee. Why are you asking me to do it tomorrow? He's like, so are you addicted or not? Well, when I went down to Kunshan this winter holiday, I had a chance to test it. So I took some coffee down there, some instant coffee, but after a week and a half, I realized I didn't have enough coffee for the whole month. I was gonna run out soon. Now, the logical thing to do would be to buy more coffee, but why would I do that? Instead, I said, okay, I'm gonna go for a week without coffee, and then I should have enough coffee for the rest of this month. And I said, okay, I'm gonna go until the Chinese New Year's Day, which was 8 days away. So next day, I wake up, and of course, what's the first thing I think? When's the next time I can have coffee? And I'm like, okay, it's 8 days away, the New Year's Day. That just seems so long. Okay, well, I've been shaving every other day. So instead of thinking 8 days, I can think, 4 more times to shave.
Good.
And then I can drink coffee, right? Seems a lot less because 4 is a lot less than 8. But then I thought, well, four more times to shave, that still kind of seems like a long time. So then I thought to myself, okay, well, I'm taking a shower every 3 or 4 days. So it's 2 more times to take a shower and then I can drink coffee. That's great. That doesn't sound very long at all. And I made it through those 8 days, and I only drank coffee 3 times. So, yeah, you can clearly see I'm not addicted to coffee. Yeah. So, speaking of drinking, have you ever eaten a cucumber? I've been eating cucumbers with my breakfast recently, and it's pretty much like solidified water. Like if you took water and turned it into a solid, that would be a cucumber. Now, I know I've seen solidified water. I've touched it, I've even made it, but if solidified water was room temperature, it would definitely be a cucumber. Okay, I have one more thing to talk about. Earlier I said I don't have a drinking problem. Now, that's not 100% true. I do actually have a drinking problem. It's a different drinking problem. It's not that drinking problem. So, you guys know, like, I'm a small person, right? Let's not say too much about that, but anyway, apparently my bladder is also very small, like even smaller comparative to my body. Because when I drink, I have to pee, like soon and often. And this can be a problem when I'm traveling, or it's especially a problem during the nighttime, because like I wake up usually like twice to go to the bathroom, sometimes 3 or 4 times in the night to go to the bathroom. And my wife, she's always like, Adam, why are you waking up so often? You're so weird. I'd be like, I don't know, it's just who I am. Well, a few years ago, she got pregnant, okay? And you know what happens when you get pregnant? Your abdomen gets filled up with a baby and the uterus and all that fluid and stuff. So there's just not enough room for a bladder, right? So at that time, my wife was telling me, Adam, when you wake up to go to the bathroom, wake me up, and then I can pee with you. So I would wake her up, and then she would go, and then I would go, and then I'll be like, see, now we have parity. Now you're suffering in my shoes. We're experiencing the same thing right here. Of course, it was slightly different, but you know, not that different. Well, eventually, she had the baby, and then she went back to normal, and then she's like, Adam, you're so weird.
Yeah.
But I know that you guys know that I'm pretty normal. Thank
Yes.
you.